I received this envelope from, as you can see, the Dice Latte today, traveling to Daejeon from Seoul. Inside this package is my copy, my print copy of The Veil, a product by Samjoko Publishing, channeling the Apocalypse World engine with some enhancements for cyberpunk. Now, the envelope, although it looks pristine right now, came with a little bit of damage to the end. In fact, the entire end was torn open. So, a little bit of worry as I approached, the envelope on my desk and saw this gaping wound at the end of the packing envelope. What would the condition of the book be? It's a padded envelope. The padding runs right up to the edge, and yet the book fits very tightly inside the envelope. It's not bursting at the seams or anything, but it's exactly the right size. So it may have been the stress of travel. It may have been an impatient postal worker. I really can't say. This is a normal padded envelope, but this is a pretty heavy package. The paper is, it's tough. It's not as thick as you can get. The bubble wrap is bubble wrap. Again, not as thick as you can get. And the bubble wrap runs up just under the lip here, and you can feel the edge of it with your thumb. And then the end of the package is just paper. The end here, that's bubble wrap. So, it's a normal padded envelope, and this is what happened to mine. It may not happen to yours. But anyway, enough of this talk of envelopes. Let's actually look at the book, shall we? Here it is. Of course, the first thing I'm doing is checking the corners, and they're all perfect. All of them perfect. Even the ones that were right at the edge of the gaping wound of the end of the envelope. And look at this. Look at how bright the colors are. I'm sorry about the fluorescence overhead, but yeah. And I said it's a heavy package. I'm serious. This is a very, very heavy book, and the page is thick, glossy. Text is clear, large. It's very easy to read, and as you go through, where you're balanced with art and text and color points inside the text, everything just pops. Gorgeous. So the writing and design team, the art team, the graphic design and layout team, and I'm assuming the editor. I haven't had a chance to read it all the way to make sure. I feel like this is another one of those labors of love that Kickstarter has enabled to make happen for Samjoko Publishing. I can't say that the book is without flaw, and we were prepared for those flaws by the writers. They let us know as soon as they got the final print copy that not everything was perfect, that changes they had requested to be made didn't actually get made. And having published things myself, I know how heartbreaking that can be. And I really respect their upfront nature and honesty in pointing it out. My heart went out to them when there was one error right on the back cover. That kind of stuff can drive you crazy. Now, the PDF, of course, has been fully corrected. None of these tiny little errors exist, and none of these errors contribute to comprehension issues with the text. It's not that kind of thing. It's little typos here and there, and like I say, they can be frustrating and heartbreaking, but doesn't really detract from the visual impact and the utility of this full-color game book. Now, it's the Apocalypse World engine, and there's a lot of it out there right now. A lot of people playing it, a lot of people talking about it. What makes this particular one different, other than being an introduction of cyberpunk, maybe, to Apocalypse World players? One of the things it does is it changes stats to states, focusing on the emotional content of the scene through the eyes of the character. When scenes are being framed, when roles are being made, it will be through the lens of what your character is feeling at the time. This is a very interesting development. For those who missed the Kickstarter and would like to keep up with those developments, check out Samjoko Publishing on the web. They have their own store, and of course they're available in all the usual places where one can find PDFs. This was a very well-run Kickstarter from a very experienced group of people, and The Veil brings cyberpunk to the Apocalypse World engine in a new way. So if you're familiar with the earlier cyberpunk game powered by the Apocalypse, The Sprawl, and wondering how these two might be different, this game seeks to root you in those same gritty streets of chrome and blood and despair through the filter of the character's own emotional state, which I think might be an excellent way to enhance the focus on the experience of the character in this type of play. So there you have it, the unboxing or unwrapping of The Veil, which survived its harrowing journey through the mail and has delivered a very heavy, very glossy, very gorgeous Apocalypse World engine cyberpunk game to me, and very soon to other backers around the world. Thanks for watching.